The Gold Saucer is a place where you can earn tons of rewards between hairstyles, mounts, clothes, emotes, medians, paladins, accessories, songs, furnitures. So there's a lot of items that you can get, but it does take some grinding to get the MGP. But don't worry, I will teach you all my tricks, and after this video you will know how to make at least 200,000 MGPs weekly with barely any efforts. Hey everyone, it's Plushy, and boy has it been a while. Unless you watch this video later, then you make it when event is coming out soon. It raises the MGP gain by 50%. If you have a squadron, I highly recommend you to go send them on a mission to get Gold Saucer VIP cards. Upon clearing it, you will get 10 of these. It raises your MGP gain of 15% for 2 hours. You can add to it the free company buff Cactpot 2, which gives another 10% for 24 hours. Now, there's many ways to earn MGPs, but first I'm going to cover the normal games and give you some valuable tips I've learned over the years. I will start with the basics, but at the end of this video you're going to see crazy simple ways to make tons of MGPs. I will skip the daily and weekly Cactpot as it is the most common knowledge. However, make sure to have one different number at the end of each weekly Cactpot to increase your chances to have at least one number right by 30%. Then there's the gate events, which happens every 20 minutes. For any way the wind blows, the best chances of winning is to stand in that southwest corner area, which is the highest chance spot as Typhoon hits this area less than the rest. For the slices right, the bamboos have 3 patterns. Cut in half, it falls backward and forward, leaning forward, it falls in that direction, and cut in several pieces. It's a big area around it all. When the dog appears, you can place yourself between 2 gold piles. Grab one as soon as possible, and if you see the dog go toward you, move yourself in a safe way and go for the other one instead. And then you have 33% chances of either losing, staying, or winning extra MGPs again. Then there is the 4 bamboo phases. It's kind of beyond yourself, sometimes every bamboo falls towards you, so it's not your fault. For the leap of faith, at the beginning of a new hour, it's always going to be Lim Salomin's map. 20 minutes in Oldas, and 40 minutes in Gridanias. If you don't like the slip step because of how difficult it is compared to the rest, now you know how to avoid it. Then there's the Air Force 1, which is just a simple FPS minigame. You get 4,000 MGPs if you hit everything without hitting the right targets. And I won't cover the other ones because it's either too easy or grindy or complicated. Cliffhanger is just jumping at a good time and is relatively easy. The open tournament is RNG on whether you get good cards or not and takes 5 minutes. The Truckover Racing is very grindy and only worth doing for the weekly challenge logs. The Verminion is a bit complicated, or at least to me. And then there is also Mahjong. And you have the Triple Triad tournament. It opens for a week every 2 weeks. And the best thing you can do is to register, go to the battle hall, and farm fights against Foolish Warhead, which gives you the highest amount of points. At the end of the week, even if you're not in the top players, you'll get a bunch of MGPs. Now to the interesting part. This trick is how to make potentially more than 200,000 MGPs weekly with barely any efforts. The first one relies on the weekly challenge log. Some of them are really easy and stacks up. One can be from doing triple threat cat fights, and you can do all of them at once if you do it in the battle hall. So you just go through the list and see what you feel like doing. The second one is fashion report. Every Friday you can present yourself to masked throws. If you have more than 80 points, you can get 60,000 MGPs. It's relatively easy. You Google FF14 fashion report when it's up, and the latest Kyoko Star post will appear with a visual guide. Usually just having the dice is potentially enough. And the last one is every week you can pick up the Wondrous Tails from Chloe Ayapo in Idleshire. If you manage to get 1 line, you can claim 30,000. If you manage to get 2 lines, you can claim an extra 100,000. And if you somehow get 3 lines, which is really hard, you can get an extra million MGPs. Typically, getting 1 line is relatively easy, even just through rerolls. 2 lines is a bit harder, but if you're very lucky, you can reroll it instantly. Otherwise, you can reroll until you're very close to getting 2 lines, and hope you're lucky enough. But yes, I've given you all my secrets to the Gold Saucer. With all of that, I hope you can make tons of MGPs and enjoy plenty of rewards. If you enjoyed this video, a like, a comment and a subscription goes a long way to supporting me. And of course, you can follow me on Twitter at IamPlushy. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a great day. Bye.